first of all, Rosa, I want to talk to you about this Alita because I'm curious what kind of training goes into this. Is it like an abundance of physical training? Is it an abundance of acting training to get used to all the motion capture elements? Like, what was the training behind this role?
A lot of the training was martial arts training. That was the thing I added to the train, not the training, but the preparation that I always do, with the books and the script. That's a whole separate thing. But with the physical training, I did a lot of martial arts, different kinds of martial arts.
Sure. Well, you kicked ass. It was pretty
Thanks.
cool. Did anyone here at Weta kind of teach anything? I know like Andy Serkis is kind of like the seasoned vet of all of these effects and stuff. Did you like call anybody? Did anybody call you to
I
say
don't
like?
have Andy Serkis' number, but I'm trying to get it. No, I watched a lot of the making of the Lord of the Rings movies, and I watched a lot of his performance capture. But that was so back in the day that it was a little bit different. I wore the most advanced suit, so it was a little bit different. But we just kind of we got into it little by little by little by little. I mean, I tried on the first suit, the gray suit. Then we tried on the helmet. Then we had a day where we just, did the ROMing and the scanning into the system. It was just like any other kind of training for a job.
Well, it seems pretty intense, and you did a great job. Did acting opposite somebody who's wearing a rig like that and the suit, and that's going to come out to be something else, pose any challenges to you, Christoph?
Why?
Just out of curiosity. I mean, it's a little bit different from if somebody's got a camera in their face and you know it's not going to be there later, so you have to process that as an actor. Does that do anything to you?
Don't do the faux expert thing. It doesn't make any difference. Because it's not Alita anyway I work with. It's Rosa.
Sure.
In any case, that's what we do. It's kind of part of the job description, to play.
Sure.
Every kid who plays properly, not with some moronic gadget, but proper play like kids do best, they wouldn't be bothered by booms or gray suits, or you play. That's the whole fun of it.
Right. What did you guys do to kind of build the relationship? Did you guys have any conversations?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. We play.
Yeah.
And we played a lot together. We went out and had dinner, went to Formula One races.
That's right.
Enjoyed Austin because Austin is fantastic. And
That's right.
I do love Austin, Texas. That is one of my favorite cities in the world. Why was it important to tell such a human story about this? Because we're dealing with technology themes, but it ends up being a very father-daughter relationship film as the centric theme. Why do you think that was so important?
Because if it weren't human, you wouldn't need to tell it at all.
Do you think people kind of use technology like that today in ways that maybe might be unhealthy? Because Dr. Ito was dealing with really tough loss, in this film. And he kind of tried to create a perfect image that he thought could fill a void. Do you think people do that today on social media or just with technology in general in any beneficial ways or toxic ways?
I think it's pretty toxic.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's too much information. I think there's too much access. There's too much information.
90% of it, useless information.
Yeah. Everybody wants to have that perfect image, though.
Do they?
Yeah, of themselves.
Sure.
Out there.
Yeah.
I would go further to say that they want to be hurt by other people's perfect image.
Yeah, everybody, you're constantly comparing.
Right.
You're kind of, you don't.
Like, I know this will hurt me, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dive into it.
Right. So we saw a featurette yesterday where they showed us, they showed behind the scenes footage. They also showed images from the final film that were side by side with images from the manga. Have you seen those?
Yes.
What is it like to kind of see that you brought that to life and like it looks so just incredible, and as fans of the manga are going to see it, like they're going to realize those moments. How did that feel for you?
Well, I'm glad that we stuck to the vision. I'm glad that we could all hold up what Yukito Kishiro did. That was always the goal, and it wasn't a surprise. It was, we we did take images and moments directly from the manga and did our best to translate them.
The translation, the direct translation would be insufficient for a movie like that.
Sure.
Because it's a different medium,
Right.
but it's nice to see where it comes from.
Yeah. When I talked to John Landau, he said that the most challenging scene behind the scenes for the visual effects artist was like not the action sequences, but like just something simple like biting a bar of chocolate and things like you wiping the tear. What did they give you any special instruction to like technically pull that off? Because that just seems like, I mean, that's what brought it together. Like it really made it seamless, like the computerized and the human part. But what kind of direction did they give you on that?
They said, here's some chocolate, bite into it.
Go play.
Go
Sure.
play.
And now-
We were never encumbered by some kind of technological advice
Right.
ever. I know it would seem that way because I'm in a full gadget, but the promise that is made that was made to me was that you're not going to have to push anything. You're not going to have to do something other than what we're hiring you for, which is acting. So
Yeah.
I acted.
And now at Comicbook.com, we like to talk about comics really quick. So I want to know, do you have a preference in Marvel or DC?
I don't know
I
enough
live
about
in a
either
different
of those
universe.
things.
Totally.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if it came up, I mean, you kind of played a superhero here. Would you rather be superhero or supervillain?
I don't think I play a superhero.
I disagree with you as well.
I think this is a hero. This is
Sure.
a hero's journey. I don't think that she is a superhero.
I think that's really what sets this apart.
That's right.
Because it's a human story. The fact that, you know, they are let's say, improved humans is secondary. It's a human story, and that's really what makes it so approachable, and you can identify on a very direct.
Well, it makes you feel something, and I wouldn't go to those movies to feel something. I would go to see 6 square blocks being blown up. That's what I would do.
fair.
It's a lot of fun
Yeah.
if you're into that kind of thing.
Not something you can relate to.
But in our case, there's no escape. You know,
true.
In the superhero thing, you can lean back and
Right.
let things destroy
Cool.
each other.